to another edition of WMSC's Local Live. We are actually live tonight. We are down at Anodyne on Bruce Street in Walker's Point. Thanks for joining us, everybody who is here and on the airwaves and on our website, WMSC.org. Live stream there, and you can check it out on WMSC's YouTube and Vimeo channels as well.
And Local Live is presented by Third Space Brewing. You have your home, you have your work, but everyone needs a third space. And just a heads up that Third Space is on site in the back if you are here. Enjoy something from them tonight. Now, please give a very warm welcome to our musical guest for tonight, Telethon.
Hello.
I've been focused on forever and eternity's eternal decreases. Now with the semi-o's a barrel and the chassis gonna end up in pieces. And when they tell me not to worry, that the guy in charge will offer relief when all our tires turn to leather and the brake won't even offer a screech. I apologize, said I didn't buy it. I wish I could, but I got a little sick of trying. Not to resist the present. Frequencies louder than ever before. You got pliable energy, but what you yelling me for? You're feeling how you're feeling, just don't feel anymore. Yo, when you decide to board that travelator up through the trapdoor.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Telethon, everybody. It's so awesome having a live audience. All right, so band, what initially brought you all together? Had you been in some projects previously together?
To say the least, yes. We all grew up together in Telethon, Wisconsin area, so not too far from here. And yeah, we were all just in different bands in high school, and then eventually, just once we started writing new songs, I reached out to all of these guys and got us back together again. That was like 6 years ago.
Okay.
I don't know how many years ago it was.
Hey, that's cool though.
14.
High school pals.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
even further than that. Like, Kevin and Gene have known each other since they were like 8 or something like that.
Something like that.
Long time.
Aw.
Tennis lessons.
Cute. Okay, so what have been some collective major influences for you all? Is it mostly power pop, ska, and stuff like that, or is it some outliers that we aren't thinking of?
All of the above. We started off being all into like punk and punk adjacent stuff and ska punk, and eventually we kind of expanded our palette into more power pop and stuff that maybe our parents showed us that were kind of leaking back into our brain, and then we just kind of combined those things together.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of both.
Now it's mostly, every time I think we listen to a Fountains of Wayne record, we want to write music and make music.
Yeah, stuff
Yes.
like that. But it's all across the board.
Yeah.
But those are the big ones that like we consider in this band,
Okay.
So growing up in Telethon, did you guys spend a lot of time at Alpine Valley when you were young?
Gene and I have spent a lot of time at Alpine Valley. I think Jack worked at Alpine Valley at some point.
I did. I worked there to help pay for the band trip to Florida,
In high school.
Disney World in high school. So I worked there to make money towards that. It was like a thing you could do in our high school. And I fell down at one point. I remember that. Like I was serving pretzels.
I'm picturing you rolling down
Like
the
down
hill.
the whole hill?
I had a big pratfall, but then everyone clapped when I stood up because they were there for fish. They were all like nice hippie people.
And Gene and I have been at many a fish show at Alpine Valley. So
Okay.
They're fish heads, not the entire band though, just those guys.
Let's make that very clear.
make it abundantly clear.
Now, Kevin, I heard that your first concert ever was Weird Al. Is that true?
How did you know that?
Oh, a little bird told me.
That's fantastic. Yes.
What
Yes,
is-
in Rockford, Illinois.
Okay.
On the day before my birthday, April 27th, 2000.
Oh, wow.
Good job, Dad,
That's
for
it.
clipping out that ad in the newspaper and seeing that Weird Al was coming. I knew every word. It was the best thing ever.
You know, he's coming back to Milwaukee soon.
When, we'll have to swap notes after.
Yeah,
look at
it's
that.
like the Rarities tour where he's doing.
I would probably know them.
Yeah, where
I
he's
wonder if
doing
he's
like.
playing Albuquerque.
For sure, he's got to play that.
Yeah, it's like the Vanity tour. He's calling it.
I want to be there.
I think you got a good shot at Albuquerque, I gotta say.
Do you think we could open for Weird Al?
Yeah, can anybody in the audience?
Actually,
have
I'm all
that's a
for
good
it.
call to action.
Yeah, let's help us put that together.
All right, I think it's time for a little more music. How about you?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, I'm stuck inside that light imagery. This diorama spin around a head of me soon. Man, we ever moved the giant love. All the ants straight down below, and still the automatic edge is in the foreground. I can't help but slip into the background now. I never thought that it would end like this. I never thought that it would bend. I swear I didn't, but it did. I never thought that it would end like this. I never thought that it would bend. I swear I didn't. Hey, but it did, but it did, but it did, but it did. Now I'm picking up the pieces of my life. I swear got harder, got harder. And I swear I'm out the book in early March. I've gone self-starter, self-starter. We're afraid to break, so these mistook the forest for the trees. You built no gutter on your eaves, and now the mold has grown appendages. Just asked if it can leave, so no regret. We're all just perfect. No regret. We're only perfect. No regret. You're doing perfect. No regret. And the seasons linger longer as the year goes marching on, and still the automatic earth is in the foreground. Wake up, college 5 a.m. Don't they know I've been wide open out since I got into swim American and feet for the provide. Excuse me, mom, son, say it's my first time overseas. I'm about to turn 29. Wish that my phone was so crying that I've got a reason to seem isolated. Reason to be wired. Got ripped by a Kimco, and I'm worried that I'm losing my mind. Wow. I hate this place because it's so strange. Hey, now it's interjected the real into a cotton and bone routine. Resents the universal appeal. I mean, really, this place isn't so strange. The people seem honest and ideal, but I hate how it's disrupted routine. Cause I love routine above every Wi-Fi network. Bars stand firm upright. You just sent a message that you arrived. And see that that's why Sean Susan about the best chick theory inside that does fuck. In a minute of seeing you in, notice that I've stopped freaking out. Now you have the crowd to calm me. You know you keep a stillness that simply decompresses all the tension within me. Make me feel less like I'm gonna burst. I love you for the person you are, like I love you for the person you were. All the changes that you've seen in yourself, changes Peter and even accepting that has been the uphill battle. We forget both can read each other's inner monologue without the need for putting words to temperatures. If I seemed unsure, it's cause you seemed unsure. So wake up, buddy, it's time to give up the fight. We've never been in a city so gray and so right. We got another 8 hours of life. Guess the time we had a moment of life.
Thank you.
All right. Telethon. Last album you guys put out was called Swim Out Past the Breakers. It came out late last summer. And you guys worked on it over the year 2020 pretty much, recording it at Stillwave Studios in Milwaukee. Can you talk about the writing process a little bit and also about the studio that you worked at?
Yeah. Well, the studio is ours. Alex and Drum over there kind of run it. And it's, you know, a great place to practice. It's a place to record. Bands can record there. So that was
Stillwave
nice.
Studios. Look it up on Instagram and Facebook. Stillwave Studios.
The name was mentioned already, so I don't know why he had to do that.
He's got a great voice for commercials.
That was a pre-recorded message.
All right. So have you recorded any other local bands there?
Yeah, we just did our friends Myrtle's Acres there, who are a great band. We've done a lot of different stuff. We did our buddy's Dislocation at one point, our friend over there. A couple other bands. Devin K and the Solutions, who are a fantastic band out of Chicago. Pretty much all their stuff lately has been mastered by Eric. So yeah, a lot of good local bands have been coming through. We got more stuff coming through in the future. There's another newish Milwaukee band called Summer Birth that we just recorded, who are going to be releasing stuff soon, and they're rad. I think they're playing at like Cactus Club soon or X-Ray.
Okay.
So definitely check those fellas out.
Cool. So I'm guessing like 2020 was your, like, obviously you worked on this record, but maybe you also worked on the studio too? Just a like busy year for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we put out a record in 2019 called Hard Pop that we were going to tour for in 2020. It was like this, we had a couple tours booked. It was
I
gonna
even
be
made a poster for
the
it.
big touring year, and then obviously something happened and we couldn't do that. But so then we were like, maybe we can just make a record. Like, it was like we weren't planning on making any new music that year, really. And then we just kind of like, we both started writing stuff, and then it came really quickly, and then we were like, let's just make it. So then we did it like piece by piece over several months. It wasn't like all at once like we normally do.
Yeah, it was not very efficient, I will say.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it was kind of a little relaxed, but but it ended up coming together in a really great way, and I think it sounds really good. And we, it was kind of a little surprise thing.
Yeah, it's where we're at in 2021, but also 2022. We're writing new stuff now too, and hoping to tour the last album this year. So
yes,
a couple times at least.
Awesome.
Based on your Bandcamp page, sounds like you sustained some grave injuries during the process. Can you guys explain?
Well, Gene, do you want to tell the story about your gnarly bail?
Yeah, I got back into skateboarding, and it was a short-lived 15 to 30 seconds of getting back to skateboarding. I tried to drop in off of, as my friends will jokingly tell me, it was not a 10-foot ramp, it was like 4. But it was a 10-foot ramp, and I beefed it pretty hard, and Kevin was videotaping it, and he's like, oh, we gotta try this one more time, I think you got it. So we do it a second time, and I broke my right wrist, and then I sprained my left wrist, which was impossible to put any pants on for like 2 months.
Our keyboard player broke his wrist right before we started recording.
Yeah, so then I had to,
time.
we had like a marathon, like 2 days of keyboard playing, and I had to do it. And at the end of it, I like finished doing all the keyboards. I walked outside. I'm like, oh, I'm alone. Had a nice little cry about how painful it was. And Jack came out and he caught me, and I was so mad. I wanted to have this private little cry.
I was like, man, I don't think Gene is doing as good as he thought. But he nailed it though. He pulled it all together.
But yeah, so entirely done on a broken and sprained wrist. So.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Give it up for Gene.
Impressive.
And then if anybody wants that video of Gene breaking his wrist, meet me out back after this. I'll show you.
I assume that was going to be part of your next music video, no?
Ooh, not bad. Maybe just in really slow motion, so it takes like 4 minutes. You can see every single bend. It was really bad.
I can envision
He
it.
smiles too, as he gets up from
Oh,
his
he
fall.
put on the bravest face. He's a brave little boy. They're a sweet little brave boy.
Well, why don't we have a couple more songs, shall we?
Sounds good.
Telethon on WMSC's Local Live.
Might be cumulative, might be the time of day. Sodium or caffeine intake. What have you read, if I may? Ask these questions of yourself. What purpose do they serve? Aside from dampening the mood and making you feel worse. A barber chopping a line for about 8 or 9 times. Check out the W. Calling on email with best plans. With bad news like there are no pets. All those to nothing to that effect. And now I'm clenching my jaw. Looking out at the vampire, the first of the night. Seems long. God, have I become so tightly wound? I can't stop it anymore. And in the quiet can't stop it anymore. And in the quiet when there's no one else around, how long do I let it go for? Ooh, love to you, repeating. It doesn't have to be that hard. It's top of my gun winner once we make it through the fall. For those all the way in the back, repeat it. It doesn't have to be that hard. You draw yourself a circle. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be that hard. Good God, have I become so tightly wound? I can't stop it anymore. And in the quiet when there's no one else around, how long do I let it go for? Good God, have I become so tightly wound? I can't stop it anymore. And in the quiet when there's no one else around, how long do I let it go for? Good God, have I become so tightly wound? I can't stop it anymore. And in the quiet when there's no one else around, how long do I let it go for? This little song is about a place called Six Flags, Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Here we go. We got free admission from a case of Diet Cola, certificates to take ourselves to Six Flags. That's what I call luck. Workers lifted from the buck more than an all expensive paid trip to Six Flags. Yeah, we don't share. All we gotta do is just bump up the case, and the world will be the place we make. We don't care. I was in my room contemplating a tattoo until I learned we get to go to Six Flags. Now it seems I have forgotten every stupid one, and soon we'll be delivered up to Six Flags. Yeah, we'll fuck the band, then we'll start the game. We'll stay until they get to them, 'cause we don't share problems that we have. 'Cause if we have to wait until the day after the day to say that we don't care. Supersonic gravity, defying steel, inverted roller coasters, smiling happy teeth, employees pushing buttons that they go to the gift shop, purchase t-shirts, telling everyone they came, and that we saw, and that we conquered every wrong, and we came, and that we died, that we conquered every wrong, and now the band, and both our lives burst from our chests in the instant we arrive. Then all the pain in both our lives burst from our chests in the instant we arrive. And for a single blessed day from about 9 a.m. till 8, we weren't worried, we were weightless, and we didn't care.
Thanks.
Been a while since we played that one, I think.
Gene just panicked, looked over at me, and asked the chords to the ending, and I don't know because I don't play it. So it was a very scary little 5 seconds.
It's okay. Live music.
We're flying by the seat of our pants here, guys.
Live music is fun.
We weren't scared one bit.
No.
Great. Perfecto.
So, Great America was the last song you played. Is it based on a real life story? Like, did you truly get free admission to Six Flags from a
No.
case of Diet Cola?
No. In fact, many of people have told me that it's not the case of Diet Cola that gives you the free admission to Six Flags. It's the can.
Yes, I was gonna say I knew that because we did that.
To which I say, I know. This is a fictionalized character study about two people whose life is not going that great, and the one thing they have to look forward to is a trip to Six Flags Great America. So it's inspired by their fictional tale, and
I think we've all
I don't
been
even
there.
know if they end up going. It's them talking
Yeah,
about
it's
going
left to the
Six
listener
Flags.
to decide.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question just seems so silly because I was going to ask, what's your favorite ride at Six Flags?
That is not a silly. That's the best question.
That's the most
I've ever
telethon
heard.
question I can think of.
At Six Flags Great America?
Raging Bull, baby. That's mine,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think I get
a
the
great
most
coaster.
excited about riding Raging Bull because I think it's the most fun.
It's not necessarily
I like-
a ride, but I'm a big fan of the Halloween celebrations that they do every year at Six Flags.
Oh
including-
yeah,
Fright Fest?
Fright Fest, that's
Fright
it.
Fest.
Okay.
Yep.
Really good time.
Eric, what's your favorite ride at Six Flags Great America? He says V2. which
V2 vertical velocity.
I just heard that one is being rebranded, actually. So it's gonna be like Batman themed or something.
Oh, no.
You heard it here first, folks.
Boo!
Same coaster, new theme. If you want any more theme park scoops, I can provide them for you on this radio show.
What's Gene's favorite ride? He didn't even get to say.
Well, he said none of them because
Oh yeah, Gene doesn't really ride rides, so
He'll stay at home.
but there's many good ones though.
See, I haven't been there since the 90s. I'm way behind. I've never heard of any of these rides.
I mean, you can't go wrong with American Eagle as well. That's a classic.
Isn't that the one that gets the
Demon
spider
Demon
on
was the first upside down coaster I went on.
It's also worth noting that Gene and I drive past Great America every time we come to Milwaukee because we both currently live in Illinois, and every time I see it, I'm like, open the gates, please. I'll make a quick pit stop. Ride American Eagle or Deja Vu, which I think is closed. So
Yeah, that has been
Dang it.
long since shut down.
I'm sure it's opening soon, right?
I
mean,
hope so.
Spring. Okay, we're gonna take it back to 2017 when you guys put out the Great Spontanean, your
You
bona
even
fide
said
rock
it right.
opera.
I think you're maybe the first person ever in an interview to say it right.
well, did you say Great Spontanean or Grand Spontanean?
He said grand.
You said grand, right? Grand?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, I did.
But
I was so
spontaneous-
excited
is
about
not
the
being
second
recorded,
word being
right?
pronounced right.
It's okay.
that
We
I
don't mean to
didn't
call
care.
you out.
Either way.
Bad
Yeah.
name for an album.
That's not a typo. I spelled it right on my paper here.
Oh, fantastic. You're all good.
That's
So-
what counts.
I'm just wondering, after doing something like that, I mean, that's a bona fide rock opera. Did you feel pressure to follow that up?
At first, yeah.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it was one of those things where it's like, what do we do now? We did the thing that we've been talking about since we were since we first heard American Idiot, you know. But then after a while, we just were excited to write new stuff. So after a while, you just are like. So then we kind of went the opposite way and made something kind of compact
Yeah,
and kind
but
of
that
small.
one, the full length after Grand Spontanean was supposed to be a concept album, and I aborted mission like 1 month before we were gonna record it, which has become kind of part of the lore.
Yeah,
of
because
that
we were
album.
like, we have to do it again. But then.
Yeah, it was way too hard. Writing a narrative about characters that aren't yourself can be very hard, and I don't
As
have
it
the
turns
energy
out.
for it anymore.
I'm glad we did it when we did it, though.
Yeah.
It's. I think.
So wait,
it's
did those all get scrapped then? All those?
No,
songs?
no, they
Oh,
became
okay.
they became all of the songs that are on our fourth album, Hard Pop. I
just the lyrics.
I just adjusted the lyrics. A lot of the lyrics remained intact. So if you're ever listening to that album and thinking, man, what does that mean? It probably meant something a lot more specific on the old concept, and now it's
Yeah.
just obtuse purposefully.
Is there going to be like a bootleg of the demos come out someday, like the Lifehouse Project by the Hurrian?
That would be a good kind of white
For
whale.
sure, somebody has that. I did send the scrapped lyrics to someone, so they would have to leak it.
I think I
but-
know who it is.
Yeah, you do.
He's kind of our unofficial archivist.
Yeah. Chris Dilworth. If
Yes.
you're listening,
Yeah,
love
we
you.
can say his
And-
name. He's not a
yeah,
secret.
he's Chris Dilworth,
Yeah.
our unofficial archivist, probably has those somewhere on his hard drive.
Yes.
Shout out to Chris and Marion.
Yeah.
Someday the fans will be hounding him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hound him. Make his life a living nightmare.
He would be excited if
Yeah, I
it
think
happened.
so.
So the next song you guys are going to play is Positively Clark Street, correct?
That's
Yes,
correct.
that is correct.
Can you take us into like the time and setting and headspace you were in when you wrote that? It's very
Sure.
evocative and seems very specific.
Thanks. That it is kind of about it's about Clark Street in Chicago, which you can. Somebody asked me if it's about Clark Street in Milwaukee, and it's not, but it could be if you've ever felt this way in the city. I used to live near Clark Street in Chicago, and over time that just got very. There's something about looking outside. I live very close to Wrigley Field and seeing a bunch of people just drunk and having a good time when you're trying to like do something other than that, and people being very happy, it makes you wish that they would just stop. Stop having fun, and it's about my brain having that conversation with itself, and then kind of saying, you know, chill out. Like, those people are having fun, you're not. That's not their fault. Don't waste the energy on hating them. Let them be.
That's a great message.
I'm much happier now, though, that I don't live in the city. I don't live in Chicago anymore, and I don't have to see those people anymore. And I feel like my mental health went whoop.
All right, here they are once again, Telethon on WMSC's Local Live.
We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers, watch the world die. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers, and watch the world die. Going roses in a terrapin station, stick a feeling off the back end of a Chrysler town. The country was up on to a stoplight, and nothing all up. A northern Chicago suburb in the middle of another bummer of an afternoon. Had to say that I was up to something. You heard me sound a bit around the hotel in a far-off state. Suppose it's time we had a conversation. Not the type I've learned to like in hindsight, but the type I've learned over time to hate to say I hate. Like I hate to say I hate the way this city smells in the summertime come late July. It's got the air track spark, it's the dark stuff in the park, it's the sludge dripping down into my parking spot. I could really use a word or two that'd cast away the doubt. I could really use a story to both drive tears about. I could really use some rain, but I can't spot a single cloud. So there's nothing I can do. Out and out. But not the type you ever want to pay for. Something took me down. Unexpectedly, I started pounding by my eyelid. Settled down, resounding in the center of my forehead. And the pound became a knock, and the knock my life is dead. I hate the way you hate, the way this city sells itself. Because sometimes come late July, streets are blocked off by the field where the masses have to feel looking like blue cheese lights
Thank you.
We've got one more for you.
Just gonna tune up real quick here.
But first, we will tune our instruments. Talk amongst yourselves. There's a lot to talk about in the
Yeah,
world.
for future interviews, if you guys want us to really light up a room, just talk about theme parks more. You hit the nail on the head with that one. We can really talk about theme parks for hours at a time, but anything else, we kind of start stuttering.
Our own music, not so much. Theme parks, yes.
Yes.
Not really.
Sure.
Couple-
If you want.
Yeah, let's
Great.
do it. Let's do it.
Fantastic.
I need a breather anyway.
So, okay, after a couple of years of like event hiccups and show hiccups and all that stuff, what do you have planned for this summer and beyond?
Well, you're hearing it here first, and it doesn't really apply to people in this room, but it might apply to people who are tuning in. We're planning not one but two little East Coast and possibly Midwest, but a little more out west tours. We're gonna try to see more of the country, I think, and
Yes.
hopefully more of the country will see us.
Also,
Not that we don't love playing Milwaukee, because we really do. I swear.
speaking of Milwaukee, we're going to play a show at the end of August where we're going to do all of the Grand Spontanean. All of it. Probably for the only time ever.
So if that sounds like a fun way to spend like literally an hour and a half and then some.
We're going to make it very worth your while, don't worry.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Pay attention to that. And also we're playing on Friday at the Cactus Club. So with a great band called Teenage Halloween, and then Cool, and well, who?
Bugsy, that's it.
Thank you.
I almost said that, but I wasn't sure.
I was
That's
gonna say Bug Moment, who is a
Yeah.
different band in Milwaukee.
Another
Bugsy.
bug
Thank
band.
you. Fantastic. So yeah, that sounds
yeah.
good. Friday, Cactus Club. See you there.
And you guys are already working on new material, is that right?
Yeah, it's very early stages though. But yeah, there's probably like 15, 20 song sketches to work with right now. We'll see which ones make the cut.
I don't want to spill the beans, but last night we recorded probably the dumbest and greatest song we've ever.
That is true.
It's called My Sister's Bigfoot.
Stay tuned for that. It's going to
Yeah.
be a novelty radio hit that we'll probably be able to live off of for years.
It's gonna be our 1 week, or yeah, in more ways than one. Okay.
Can't wait.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think 1 week is a good song.
Yeah, that's not really a novelty hit. That was more. I'm thinking of other.
More like Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Maybe that's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a good,
sure.
a little bit more of an equal in terms of the importance in the discography.
So we've all had kind of a rough couple of years. I just wanted to ask you guys if there's something that each of you could name that gives you hope for the year for 2022.
Yeah.
Hope for the year. Let's see.
Hope for the year 2022. I mean, this room, cheesy as it sounds, I like
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
people out for live music
Yes,
again.
thank you all for being here.
You know, every morning I wake up and see my chihuahua. That gives me hope for yet another day. I don't know. Anybody else want to chime in here?
I'm excited to see the new Jordan Peele movie
Oh, yeah.
this summer. That's like the thing, that's keeping me going. Very excited about that.
Eric
Says sunshine.
Simple boy back there, loves the sunshine.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm
Vitamin
very
D.
excited for a nice Milwaukee summer because this has been
Yeah.
pretty rough. But Milwaukee's do have we're well over our fall 50 good summer.
Gene, you gotta weigh in.
I'm excited. AC Milan may win the Scudetto this year. Serie A is huge. Italian soccer, go for it.
Don't you mean football?
Are you guys tuned up and ready?
Yeah, we're ready to
Yeah.
we're ready to do one.
Thanks for letting us.
Yes, thank you. This is
fan
so
for
fun.
a little bit. This song is about. Are we good to go?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. This song is about burning incense. I was in a bad way, burned some Palo Santo to see. My every day felt wasted and everything meant nothing to me. saw an ad in the window at the CBD store that just opened at the cross street of Halstead and Newport. Only $8.95 for a bundle. It said it'd calm my immune system, clear out my head, so I paid. Something about the sky's shaded blue got me in the mood to start the figuring out. The first time I tried was that night, but I couldn't find a light. So frustrated, I tossed it aside and watched footage of Blur playing stuff off of 13 from 1998 or 9.
1998 or 9.
Thank you, FCC. The next day I got it right away, like the start of a joke, and I waved it around until the room filled up with smoke. And I sat and I basked in the glow of a stick in a bowl. For a half hour or so, I sat and watched a stick burn in a bowl. When I burnt out, I smiled, I was satisfied. Tied the rest of the bundle up and tucked it in a shoebox I kept for a long time. But I might as well finally uncap a Sharpie and label artifact of figuring it out.
Clapping stops there.
I was in a bad way, burned some Palo Santo to see. Thanks Anodyne Coffee and our friends at WMSE. We've been Telethon. Thank you, Milwaukee. Goodbye.
That was beautiful. I can't remember a rhythmic clapping session that we've had on the show before, so thanks for that.
Yeah, give it up for Telethon one more time. Thank you. Find them all over their social medias. I'm sure they're easy to find.
Fantastic stuff. We want to let you guys know that tonight's edition of Local Live was broadcast and live streamed from Anodyne on Bruce Street in Walker's Point. Local Live is a production of 91.7 FM WMSE, produced by Aaron and myself. Audio and video engineered by Knieverland Productions. All graphics by Earth Rock Design. Band Hospitality by Transfer Pizza and Local Live is presented by Third Space Brewing. You have your home, you have your work, but everyone needs a third space. Thanks again to Telethon for an incredible show. And thanks to our audience here. It's so wonderful to see all your faces. Thanks for coming out tonight.
That's right. All you guys, you can find upcoming guests and archives of the show, Local Live, over at WMSE.org. Tune in again next Tuesday. We are interviewing Valerie Lightheart about her latest EP. And stay tuned for more details about next month's Local Live here at Anodyne. It'll be on May 3rd. All right, so stay tuned. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.